Dear friends, in this video lecture, we are going to study one of the important theory of heat exchange, that is Prior's theory of heat exchange. From the last two video lectures, we have been started with the study of radiation. What radiation is? Radiation is the mode of heat transfer in the form of electromagnetic waves. Heat transfer in the form of electromagnetic waves is the fastest process of heat transfer which is possible with a speed of light which do not need material medium for the propagation. The heat energy that has been transferred in the form of electromagnetic waves by radiation is called as thermal radiation or radiant heat. This is one thing. And another is that every body, every object, because of thermal vibrations of the particle in the object used to emit heat energy in the form of electromagnetic waves, this is also radiation. The electromagnetic radiations emitted by the object is possible at all temperatures except at its absolute zero temperature. And how it happens, it is explained by Prior's theory of heat exchange. In all, there are three statements of Prior's theory of heat exchange. The first statement is that every body radiates heat at all temperature except at its absolute zero temperature. Because the thermal energy which is due to the kinetic energy of particles of the body, which is due to the thermal vibrations of the body, depends on the absolute temperature. This is seen in kinetic theory of gases. At absolute zero temperature, the thermal vibrations of the particles in the body ceased down. Because of that, the kinetic energy and hence thermal energy of an object reduces to zero. Therefore, at a temperature which is greater than absolute zero temperature, every body used to radiate heat energy. This is the first statement of Prior's theory of heat exchange. According to Prior's theory of heat exchange, for a temperature which is greater than absolute zero, heat energy is radiated. Emitted in the form of electromagnetic waves means heat energy is radiated. The second statement states that the quantity of radiant heat emitted by the body depends on the quantity of radiant heat emitted by the body per unit time depends on the temperature of the body, surface area of the body and nature of the material of the body. The heat energy emitted in the form of electromagnetic waves depends on number one, temperature of the body, number two, nature and material of the body, and number three, the surface area of the body. And the third thing is that the third statement states that the body, whenever used to radiate energy to the surrounding, at the same time the body used to absorb heat from the surrounding. The body used to absorb heat from the surrounding. This is what the three statements of Prior's theory of heat exchange. I will conclude this in three sentences. Number one, every body radiates heat at all temperature except at its absolute zero. The amount of radiant heat emitted by the body per unit time, that is the rate of emission of heat, depends on temperature of the body, nature and material of the body, and area of that body. Nature of the body, it means that whether the surface of the body is polished or painted with dark color or painted black, whether it is rough or smooth, and material of which the body is made up of, whether it is of copper or steel or some other material, that is the nature and material of the body. The quantity of radiant heat emitted by the body depends on the surface area of the body. More is the surface area of the body, more is the quantity of radiant heat emitted by the body. And the third thing is that the body radiates heat to the surrounding, at the same time body absorbs heat from the surrounding. Every body absorbs heat from the surrounding. This is the third statement. The Prior theory of heat exchange is able to explain why the temperature of the body increases or decreases whenever it is kept in a surrounding. The explanation is like this one. When a hot body whose temperature capital T is kept in a surrounding of temperature T0, when a hotter body is kept in a surrounding of temperature T0, which is cold as compared to the temperature of the body, the quantity of radiant heat emitted by the body per unit time is more than the quantity of radiant heat absorbed by the body per unit time. As a consequence of this one, the heat is lost by the body, and as a consequence of this, the temperature of the body decreases. When a hot body is kept in a cooler surrounding, the quantity of radiant heat emitted per unit time is more than quantity of radiant heat absorbed per unit time. Because of that, there is net loss of heat, and hence the temperature of the body decreases. It's our common experience that when a cup of tea is kept in a room and we forgotten to take that tea, after some time you will see that the temperature of the tea is reduced than that of the previous one. If the temperature of the body is less than that of the surrounding, Capital T is the absolute temperature of the body and T0 is the temperature of surrounding. In that case, the quantity of radiant heat emitted by the body per unit time is less than the quantity of radiant heat absorbed per unit time, and because of that there is gain of heat, and hence as the heat is gained there is a rise in temperature. This you will see when a cup of ice cream is kept at the room temperature. After some time the temperature of the ice cream has been increased. It is because the cold body used to absorb more amount of heat as compared to the quantity of radiant heat emitted by it per unit time. If it happens that the temperature of the body and temperature of the surrounding is same, if it happens that the temperature of the body and temperature of the surrounding is same, in that case the quantity of radiant heat emitted by the body per unit time is equal to quantity of heat absorbed by the body, and there is no loss and no gain of heat, and therefore the temperature remains constant. This is the consequence of Priole's theory of heat exchange. We know that the quantity of radiant heat emitted by the body depends on the temperature of body. It also depends on the nature and material of body. It depends on the surface area of the body. It also depends on time for which heat is emitted. Radiant heat emitted by a body depends on temperature of a body and nature and material of the body. If a body is polished one, it will emit less heat, and if the body is painted with black color, it will emit a large heat. The amount of heat emitted depends on of what material the body is made up of. At the same time, the amount of radiant heat emitted by the body depends on surface area of the body, and the amount of radiant heat emitted by the body depends on the time for which the heat is emitted. Therefore, the quantity of radiant heat emitted by the body per unit time, per unit area is called as the emissive power of a body. Therefore, emissive power is the term used to measure by what amount heat energy is emitted, and it is equal to the quantity of radiant heat emitted per unit time, per unit area at given temperature. Emissive power at given temperature. The quantity of radiant heat emitted per unit area per unit time. From this you will see that the unit of this emissive power, let emissive power is represented by R. The emissive power capital R has a unit of heat energy. Energy is joule and unit of area is meter square and per unit time it is second. Joule per meter square per second. The energy emitted per second is the power and unit of power is watt or joule per second is equal to watt. Therefore, it is watt per meter square. Therefore, unit of radiant heat emitted per unit time per unit area, which is called as the emissive power of a body at a given temperature, is joule per meter square per second, or it is watt per meter square. Dear friend, it is important to note here is that the nature and material of the body are not the measurable quantities. Therefore, in order to compare the emissive power of any body with some standard, we have introduced one more entity that is called as the coefficient of emission. The coefficient of emission, or it is called as the emissivity. Coefficient of emission or emissivity is defined as the ratio of emissive power of a given body to emissive power of perfectly black body at the same temperature. The ratio of emissive power of a body to emissive power of perfectly black body at same temperature, or rather at given temperature, is called as the emissivity of the body. Like this, in this video we have done two things. One, we studied the Priole's theory of heat exchange, and thereafter we defined two important terms in radiation. One is the emissive power and other is the emissivity or the coefficient of emission. Dear friends, hereafter in the next video lecture I am going to explain and prove the Kirchhoff's law of radiation, and thereafter we will go for the black body radiation. But in the previous lecture we have seen what do you mean by the radiation, what is perfectly black body, and the link of the previous videos is given in the description box. Myself, Manohar Kabade, lecturer in physics at Basaveshwar College, Latur, hereby request you to share my video, subscribe my video and like my videos so that I will be encouraged to give more and more videos with better quality. I will expect your moral support. Thank you very much.